Can you anyone confirm? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, last session we are learning on that one VPC peerings and before session in the NAT gateway, and after that one VPC peerings and everything we are covered. Today we are going to learn about that one VPC endpoints. So before VPC endpoints, I will explain first. I will draw the one diagram. Then only you will get the understand and everything. Let's first draw the diagram. Then so you are aware about this thing, all this thing. This is the, you can imagine this is the one VPC. Inside VPC, we are creating the one public subnet and another one private subnet. Okay. So in this one, we are build one servers like so one public server. Like we can create the server name. We should to mention it. That is you can jump server. You can put it and management server. Here another one in the private subnet. We can put it in the DB server or app server. Okay. So you remember us thing in the last, I think Tuesday, Thursday, I have explained the one that one NAT related NAT class. Okay, NAT. So this NAT we should connecting to one public server. We are giving to this NAT, and again we are giving to directly thing to the private server. So one thing. So by default, every VPC we are creating one IGW, Internet Gateway. Okay. And this thing, then I'm going to create this. So you can imagine this is the internet. So here, why we are going to create the one endpoints? Okay. So endpoints means you can very simple way you should to tell. I can explain easy way on this thing. So first we can understand this diagram, then only we'll get little bit hopefully. This you can AWS S3. AWS S3 bucket. This bucket we are going to connect to this internet, for example. Okay. Yeah. Plastic here. Plastic type. Okay. See, last time when I'm explained that this diagram or something, see, this is the one VPC And this after that one, we are creating the two subnets, one private and one public server. Instead of that one, this public server don't this private server don't have internet access. So that's why we create the one NAT networking with the use of elastic IP. Then we can able to communicate this server management server and through the internet. If you want internet, then you can communicate like this. Okay, while we are using the NAT service. So here, uh, after this thing, we can create, then something is drawback in this there. Okay. So what is the drawback? Is, for example, if I need to sum up the user directly, this is, I said this is a dedicated server, app server or DB server. We are not going to exploring the public public side. I said not exploring the public side, but simply after we are connecting the NAT configuration, we are going to, whenever we need to download the some application, then directly we are going to connect the to the full like internet side. Again, we are going to connect the internet. So internet is required, but we are allowing the only one way flow traffic only we are allowed. Okay, two way flow is not there. But some of the companies they are think like that. My app servers we no need to go connect the internet, but we need to download the outside of the some of the applications. For example, they are using an S3. See, this is a diagram. Okay, AWS S3. AWS S3 means the sample storage. You can imagine this thing, your Google Drive. You think like that. Example wise, you can think like this. This is the Google Drive. Google Drive basically we are exploring in the public only. Then they can able to download it that one our internal server, our mobiles or somewhere. So, for example, somehow that thing any one user they are asking about that one. I need to connect the S3 bucket on that my server. So this is the AWS product, and same way this is also S3 also AWS product. So, but AWS product, this is the different one. So this is a storage purpose we can use it, and storage and hosting the website that we can learn it about more the thing S3 is the more than 3 or 4 classes we can learn about this thing in the next level classes. And currently we are going to, but we are still in VPC means then just I'm overall just lightly I'm touching on this thing. Why? Because we need this here. So you are need to understand that then how you can download that one with the secure way in this using the endpoints. We can download the S3 to local private subnet that I'm going to trying to explain here. And see this we need to download this way. So in this case, we no need to directly download to here to private subnet to AWS S3. Why? Because we are not exploring the this server in the public way. Okay. So after that one, some of the people they are trying to connect the NAT gateway. Then they can pull it first. You can connect the internet, and then they can like this here. Okay, but okay, but in this case, the AWS introduced that one that is the endpoints. So endpoints means that VPC endpoints. That endpoints we can simply say that one we can use that one whenever we need to connect the private subnet to publicly we need to connect that one. We can use that one endpoints. This yeah. So the VPC endpoint, the VPC AWS VPC endpoint, your application can connect to the AWS service privately and securely without using the internet. So why we are connecting this thing? So first we need to cost reduction and increase the security and improve the performance and simple configuration of this one compared to other configurations. So for example, if you are going to, if I'm using in this one through go to NAT, so we need that one here, elastic IP. So in this elastic IP, we need to pay the amount, right? And again, if there any, we can create the S3 bucket. That's the storage bucket. So we can use that one. We are creating the S3 bucket. This S3 bucket we are creating, but we are upload the file 1 or file 2 or here. Okay. In this one, first I need to copy to file 1 here to in the private subnet to public this AWS 3. First I try to copy to here. So we need to data transfer is going on here. Our S3 bucket to here public subnet. So we need to get the some amount. Some data transferring means we need to pay the some amount to the transfer charge. So we need to pay the some amount. Like that, we need to avoid those amount. And major thing we need the security. There is no security here. Why? Because this first while we are trying to this application in the file 1 here too, I need to move to go to internet and ICW, and this is coming means then it will coming to a public explorer here. So if someone might be take the hack the system and they can data leakage chances is more. So like that, it will pay in that one. For example, if the big MNCs, they will not think like that amount or anything. First, they will consider only improve the uh, increase the security and improve the performance. The two things only they will consider in the many organizations. With the big MNCs, their amount they will not think like that. We can data transfer that amount is going on like that. They will not consider. Only they will consider about security and improve performance. Why I am mentioning here improve performance means, see, for example, if I'm moving to data here to here, first it will go into internet, then it will go into public subnet and coming to private subnet. So somehow it will take 3 seconds. If I connecting to here to that one, that it will take 1 second only. Why? Because this is the internal one, this is the internal one, but this is the public access we are giving that one. This are like that. But inside we can create the many policies on this one AWS 3, AWS S3 bucket. We can learn it later on this all these parts. But today agenda is that one, how we can communicating to private subnet to AWS S3 bucket without using the NAT gateway. That is my agenda. Okay. In this theory, have you anyone any problem on this thing? Or is anyone is still is not able to understand? Please let me know. You understand this part, theory part? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Now, next I'm going to this thing. So still you are not able to create that one VPCs and everything. Just you need to think like that. You need to create that one. Anyone have you created that AWS account or still not yet? No one is created.
Sir, we are already trying to create a AWS account, but we are not done because of some it asks like some credit card details and account details like that that kind of information. So we stop for
Yes.
that.
Yeah, no. You need to give your credit card. You should to give that one. First, it will take 2 rupees charge. After that one, it will not take any charges. By default, it will not take without your permission. You need to the payment later also. First, you need to give the details and everything. No worries.
Okay. it like PAN card details like that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
something?
you should to give all these things. No worries.
Okay. Sir, if you don't mind, anytime free on another account you created like using another mail ID.
No, how I can create that one? It's charging that one amount, right?
Okay.
So yourself, you should to create each user. You need to create that accounts. Then you can access that accounts.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so still you have doubt that on VPC creations and everything. Last time we created one VPC like just so last time I'm created one the VPC in that one NAT VPC. In this VPC I have created the two subnets. One is the private subnet and one is the public subnet. Okay. So through I'm using the same subnets. Okay, in the private and public subnets. Then I'm going to use this thing after this. Yeah, before we need to create this, first we need to create the one S3 bucket. Why? Because as per diagram, we need to create the one S3 bucket right here. So I'm going to create the first S3 bucket here. S3. We will learn it more than thing in that one, almost 3 to 4 classes in the S3 bucket. That is also a huge subject. So first of all, I'm just creating the S3 bucket. Just follow my steps only. Later you will understand the thing. Okay. First, create bucket, and we can select the general bucket. This is the bucket name. This is a unique name you should to give. Once I create this bucket name, no another time you are not able to create the same bucket name. Okay. Just I'm going to this thing AWS to date and 1108 and 25. Nah, EL elastic. Okay, and just I'm going to untick this. I acknowledge this. Just create this bucket. So this bucket name is not contain the upper cases, so it will not taking AWS 08 1125 EL. Just create the bucket. So this bucket is created done. So after that one, we need to go to select the properties and we can see we need to give this public access on this bucket.
Yes, three bucket it is useful for upload the photos files. That's right.
Yes, yes, yes.
And whatever install in our own laptop, same like AWS EC2 also same like that type of softwares are installed.
Yeah, not like that. Just we are upload the files and that thing. For example, just a minute. I'm going on this thing. One option we need to find it that option. That will make a public option.
So directly you can store that files or you have to connect with system and AWS. You can store the
Pardon?
files in.
Pardon?
Sir,
Huh. Can you tell me again? Repeat again.
Directly we can store the files and upload photos or connect with our PC.
Yeah, this we are uploading here. See, this is also public server, public on the AWS S3 bucket. So this is our private server. This is a different one. Private server means this server is not able to expose the outside. So we need to connect this thing, files. I need to files are here, public side. Some vendor they said that on this files is there in that on my AWS bucket. Please download this file to your server. So we can directly our server is there is no public expose. It is completely in that one isolated. That is the completely private server. There is no internet, nothing able to connect it. So how we can able to connecting through this thing through endpoints? We are able to communicate this thing in this purpose.
Okay.
For example, I'm adding some files. Like. Very simple way running config and something. Just I'm uploading here. On this uploading, just here we need to give see the permission option. Then
The front end and back end database, that type of servers also you can install the app server.
yes. So you can imagine this is I'm just mentioned that app server. You should to mention that the DB server also. No. Your question is when can
Front end and back end files and database. These are also installed in the app server. Same like AW3 S3 bucket.
yes. This is the one of the backend server only, not front end server. Front end server it will come only like web interface you will get it, or else in the management server. They are also enable only some ports 443. Not able to open the all ports, only 443 or something that 80. Like they are open the ports. Uh, Means when can means we can whenever we are application we are hosting the websites, then only we can publish it on this thing, right? Start a public. Yeah. So even though I'm putting in chat box, you can try this URL your end. You can able to directly you can able to download this URL. What I'm uploading that file in the S3 bucket. So one file I'm able to upload at this file. Okay. This is done, and I'm going to create the two instance. One is the private server, one is the public server. Okay, this is a public server. Level. So I'm creating the AWS instance. So are you able to comfort right AWS, right? Like Linux server. So I'm going to select this key pair on this already one key pair I created, like the Tomcat server. So edit, and I'm going to subnet. What is the demo subnet? And this is server is a public, right? I mentioned, private. Then I'm going to select it here, private subnet here, and using the existing and this is thing. And for example, for example, I can create the one IP, like a private subnet. What IP it's going to start? You can see 104020 series is going on. So I'm giving to 10.40.20.200. I'm given this IP, that server. So I'm going to create one launch instance, and we need the another public server also. So launch instance. Selecting existing group. These all things I already explained many times also. If you have any doubt on this thing, please ask me. Feel free, you can ask me. Then I can try to help on this thing. So this thing, date 1041, 1040 dot one dot. I'm going to 200. This is the public server. Server created. One is the public and one is the private. First, I'm going to take the public server to get the remote session. So I'm trying to get this connection. So today I'm showing to another method also, then how we can connect that on mobile extreme. Very easy to, you can able to connect this Linux servers. See, mobile extreme is the one tool. You can download it, and this URL also I mentioned. So you can download it here. After you downloaded, then you need to connect the how to, you can able to connect the servers. So these servers is data. Just you can go to session here, session option, and select the SSH. and it will ask that one remote host name. So we need to find the remote host name. What is that remote host name? See, I already mentioned here remote host name. So you just copy this remote host name here instead of this one, EC2, this thing, connect it here and come back, advanced option here and use the private key. Okay. And this thing you should to select it here, that server, and click it here and just click it, last public. See, this is the directly connected. Why I'm telling recommended to mobile extreme, if you are going to connect the putty, it will session will be disconnected automatically every 10 minutes. You can use that mobile extreme, that session will be not disconnected every 10 minutes. Even though whatever you enter the commands, all commands will be stored here, your end. So next time onwards, whenever you are opening this application, then you can able to easily identify that one last time what you did, which commands. You can directly able to, save the commands also here in the notepad. Okay. Have you got on this thing? See, this public server, we are able to communicate it. See, directly. Okay. If I'm going to try to connect that on what URL we are generated on the S3 bucket, just we need to go to, let's go to administrator root user. Okay, now we are in root user. So for your understanding, I'm creating this the public server. So I'm making the one folder for your easy understanding to able to see this once you see this commands like okay. Public server, and now we are moving to the space. My mistake. The working then. So now we can able to see this is a public server. So I'm trying to just we are create the one S3 bucket, right? This where is the S3 bucket thing. So this URL, I'm going to download this public server. W. If you want download the browser any website or something, then you can use the curl. If you need to download any file on that thing, wget. We need to use the wget command. Okay. See, we are able to download with this sometime. Okay. So this is the file. This public server, we can able to download it very easily. But I'm trying to connect the private server. Then I will check it on this thing. Check it this thing. Then we can able to download it or not. First we will check it. Why? Because we are not established any NAT connection or nothing. We are not established. So let him connecting to private server. Then how we can connect it? Private server, we don't have to directly public access. Then we need to connect the private server. Then through this putty inside this server, public server, we are taking the we are connecting the another that server. Then how we can connect it? Then I can able to show this thing. Okay, and then and if coming to private server, see this what is the private server IP? This is the private server IP. Okay, so we need to connect this thing. Okay, this you should to copy this command but this they are given this public IP. It will not work. So we need to go to again instance. Copy. Just I'm giving this command here. First, we need to use this command. We can able to do it, but here PEM key is different. What we are downloaded that PEM key, our PEM key. PEM key. This is the Tomcat server PEM key. So we need to copy this PEM key and our new server, our new public server. Then how we can copy it on this server? This thing. Then just I'm going to open that file. See this first you can open this one with the notepad. Same way you just copy this file and you can go to here in the server. Then you can create the one. Nano is the editor file editor. So while we are creating the any file, we just give the nano command and what file we are going to save that file. So simple way, I just given that one, my files dot ppk. Right. Let me check. Sorry, we are going to save the PEM, not ppk. We are going to save the PEM key. So PEM. Okay. Enter. See, one notepad will come, like in Linux notepad will come. Just what are we are copy the file, you just paste it here, control V, double click on this thing. After that one, you need to follow this instruction. See, write out. So you need to control O and click enter. Then we need to come exit. Control, see exit option you can see. This is the exit option. So control X. That's enough. Then you can see that one ls file. Then we can able to see one file. So we need to give the permission on this file. chmod 400 means I'm giving the right user for read root user. This root user I'm going to give this file from the full rights. Just click it. Now you can see this file. Sorry. See this file, you can able to get it full rights on this file. Now after that one, you just come this one here. Just my file. This is the local server IP, not a public server. Control V. Then copy this file, that URL, and click it here and click enter. It will ask yes or no. Then we need to connect the S. See, now we are able to connect the private server. See. See. Here 10, 20, 40, 1.200. This is a different one. 10, 40, 20, 200 is a private server. Instead of that one, sudo hyphen server and yeah, KDIR private server, private dimension, CD. Just now we can able to see there is no files on this one. Just now I'm trying to download that file. What we are creating that one. Oh, like S3 bucket here. So I'm going to URL w get first the internal is coming to this thing. But it should not connect like this. Okay. I think just hold on. Points. Okay. See, here we are not able to download this file. Whatever given the public IP, you try to this URL, you are able to download this file. But the private IP, private server, we are not able to download this file. We are still here, 443 trying to connect those servers. In this case, we need to create the one endpoint. Then how we can create it? Just I'm showing the thing. Just you can come to in VPC and search the endpoints. Okay. Come to here and type the endpoints. Create one endpoint. So we need to select that one only AWS service. AWS endpoint to S3. So by the way, you need to remember this one. Endpoint services is works only DynamoDB and S3 buckets only. It will not using all these things. That see here for you need to select the service and you should to select the see two types of endpoints is there. One is that one interface endpoint, another one is a gateway endpoint. We are going to select the gateway endpoints. Okay, and S3 bucket you need to select this option. This is the S3, but you need to remember this endpoints will be VPC region based. It will be there. For example, we are connecting that one AP South, like Asia Pacific Mumbai region, we are able to select it. If you are in that one Ohio or another region, US America, then com dot Amazon dot like Ohio, another region will be there. Okay. This endpoints we are applied only subnet group purpose. Inside the subnets only we are allowing. Just select it here. And we need to select the which VPC we are going to select it. This is the VPC and which route we need to give this one. So private or public. If already public can able to access, we are going to give this one private. If you want give the private or public also, you can able to give it. But there is it will come more security like that. Just select that one full access and create the endpoints. So here in this endpoints is one of the advantages there. We no need to create the route table by default. Once we are able to enable this endpoints, route table will be created and automatically in this private website, private NAT. It should be created one thing. It will take some time, 2 or 3 minutes. I think we are in almost final stage. Still, you have any doubt on this thing? See, here we are able to create one endpoint. See, this is the thing. This endpoint, how it will goes to this thing? See what I mapped here. S3 bucket. I am not creating any route table here. Even though if we are going to NAT, we can create the NAT thing. We should to once we need the enable NAT table. After that one, we need to create the route table. But endpoints we are not able to create the route table. By default, it will take automatically route table. This is an interview question. Someone people ask that one, have you worked at that one endpoints? Then what are the endpoints you are worked on this thing? So that I am working, you should to tell that one I am working on subnet endpoints. This endpoint should be worked on S3 bucket and DynamoDBs. So once we create the endpoints, by default will take the automatically route table. Okay, this endpoints also it will creating subnet level only. Okay. Now we can go to this file. Now I'm going to try to download this file. See, already downloaded here. Previously showing failed, now is connected. Sorry, duplicate. We need to. See, it will download. Just again, you can see this. If I deleted that endpoints, then you are not able to communicate it again. So I'm going to delete this endpoint. See, delete VPC endpoint. Okay, now let's come and try to this. Try to download this file. Wget. It should not connect it. See, again still instructing. So in this diagram, once we are enable the endpoints, it should directly communicate this private server to this AWS 3 bucket. Okay. If we are not using the endpoints, we need to connect we need to use that one NAT gateway using the Elastic IP. Then it will go like this. So this is the no secure way. And it will go into for data transfer, it will taking the amount and little bit slow performance is there while downloading this app server. Still you have doubt on this thing? If you have comfortable Telugu also, you can ask me questions, no worries. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, if you have doubts on that one, you can able to communicate in English a little bit difficulty, then no worries. You can ask Telugu also, I can explain. Okay?
Okay, sir. So it is just only Linux one or Windows also?
No, we can do it in Windows also. We can able to direct download Windows server also. Here for easy content, why I'm telling the Linux means we are going to AWS. If you go into cloud on that one, many servers in the Linux are Windows server. Windows server regularly we are using very easy content way. But if you are going to Linux, you will get the commands and everything. So it will easy purpose, easy way to understanding. Next level you are going to only AWS only. It will not sufficient to our to survive that many organizations. So we need to learn that one AWS like DevOps. After AWS, we can go to learn the DevOps. Then there will be more concentrated DevOps, some little bit programming and little bit Linux and everything is there. So that purpose I am explain. I told that one better to you can also try to use that Linux only is a better way. Very easy. You can survive easy next interviews and everything. Okay, we can do it. We can create the same way in the one Windows server. I can take the remote session, RDP session inside this gem server. I can take the remote session. I can browse the same URL. We can able to download it and we can do it anything. Still you have doubt? Any doubt on this endpoints? Please tell me. Otherwise, I will wind up the class today. Is enough. I think is completed. Tomorrow, what class I'm going to tell? Really, not sure that we'll check it on that one. Might be NACL or some security groups and that thing. Tomorrow is some little bit more theory part. Okay, that's enough, right? I'm going to close the class today. If
Okay.
you have any doubts, once you're done, please close all these things. So why I'm telling these things, see, if you are going to this amount charges, instance, if you select the amount, see here credit remaining, they will create that one 115 amount, they will create $117, they will create it. I'm using in this many days, so currently we are using in this amount only. They will give that one $120 free. So almost I use the $30 like that. Previously they were giving that one 1 year free. Now they are giving 6 months only. Okay. Even though if you are they are charged the amount also, we can write to the mail in AWS support. I'm going to learning stage. I'm testing purpose. Just I use that this all these things. Can you exclude the bill? Means they will exclude it. Okay. For 1 or 2 times they can do it. After that one they can't do. Okay. I'm stop the class today.
Thank you, sir.
Stopping the record. Stop.